owner of Truth Legal Solicitors in Harrogate, and this is my first kind of proper Facebook Live one-on-one sort of thing, although not one-on-one because next to me here is John Ramby.
Hi.
John is from Be Social Media in Harrogate and your expert, whatever social media is. I think this is probably it. Anyway, as you can see, there's no expense spared. We've got a Christmas tree that I've locked down from somewhere in the Yorkshire Dales, plastic, and a star that is not shining, and there are no lights. But it is in the middle of November, so we can be forgiven for not having our Christmas decorations perfect right now. So in today's Facebook Live, I'm going to talk to you about how you consider, or why you should consider, switching solicitors if you are or legal executive or paralegal that you have. So at my firm, Truth Legal, all we do is personal injury law, clinical negligence law, employment law, and we sue other solicitors. That's pretty much all we do. We do not do wills. We do not help you if you're getting divorced. Sorry, it's not what we do. We don't do conveyancing. We don't do commercial. We don't have terms and conditions. My point is not only that's what we do, but don't go to a solicitor that doesn't do the area of law that you're looking for. I get asked, so I've got proceeding, what should I do? I don't know. Google or use another solicitor, that would be my recommendation. So with personal injury claims, ensure it's so important that you get someone who knows what they're talking about. So if you have a solicitor at the moment, check them out. Go on the Law Society's website, because all the solicitors should be on there, or check their regulated legal executive with the SILEX, which is CILEX. Check them out on there. Ensure, just because you have a solicitor's firm acting for you, that it isn't a unqualified paralegal who has your case. Now, there are loads of fantastic paralegals. Paralegals are people who haven't yet qualified as legal executive or solicitor. They are, one day will become so, we would hope. But my view is that paralegals shouldn't be handling vast numbers or any numbers of personal injury cases on their own. Yet sure, they can assist and they need to learn. I don't think they should be running 500 at the same time. If you fall into that category, I think you need to be asking questions. So if I was in your position and you're unhappy with the system that you've got, of course, I'm sad that to hear that, but I think you should listen to your gut. If your gut's telling you you've got an issue, then start investigating it. And your gut may be misleading you here. So ask the person who's acting for you. Sure, they're a lawyer, but what is their qualification? And how many cases like yours have they handled before? It could be that they are absolutely experts. They have run multiple sort of back injuries or road traffic accidents or head injuries or whatever the unfortunate circumstances have happened to you. It could be that you have the expert, the perfect person acting for you. Perhaps not, though. So it's your case. People are acting for you. Ask them those really simple questions. How many of my case have you won before? How many years have you been doing this job? Which law school did you go to? Where did you train? All the things that you really ought to be asking, you probably didn't at the start. There's no harm in asking it throughout the duration of the case. And it will build a relationship between you and your legal representative. In my view, when the lawyers and the clients get on really well and there's a bit of banter and it's friendly, relax, it's going to give more information, and you, the client, you're going to give us more stuff back. And when the lawyer and the client are acting as a team, wow, the case just goes much faster, smoother, everybody's more comfortable, and the outcome is going to be better if you get on with your lawyer. It's really straightforward. And you know what? It makes your lawyer's life a lot more enjoyable if when they get a phone call, it's you and you're getting on with each other. You know which names of the kids, what football teams you support, what shows you like watching, what you're shopping, all those things. Get on with your lawyer. And if you're on a no fee agreement, you know that you won't have to worry in the same way about the hourly rate. What's he being charged? In some law firms, I understand that there's a lot of unqualified people acting, perhaps particularly in the road traffic accident market. That's a bit sad. What I understand that's happening is the representatives are changing throughout the duration of the case. So you might speak to someone who in the call centre who then passes the matter through to someone else who then sort of pushes what's called a portal. If it goes on a little bit further, then you might get another person who's a little bit more expertise in some medical reports, and then And down the line, if the matter doesn't settle, it then goes to potentially towards a court hearing, and then you change representatives again. My view is that's completely flawed. You really ought to have one representative acting for you throughout the duration of your case. I think it's really sad if you have to keep building relationships with your representatives and repeating yourself. You don't want to be doing that. So yeah, with your representatives, are they returning your phone calls and your emails? My firm, we're not perfect. We try to be as fast as we can with returning phone calls, emails, but we do let ourselves down occasionally. But if it's happening routinely to you, you need to start asking yourself some questions. One of the reasons perhaps to switch solicitors is if you think your case is going to be undersettled, because there's many occasions that we've had over the last 5 years where clients have come to us and their solicitors have been valued at, for example, at 15,000 and eventually taken over and it's settled for 60. And there's multiple examples of that. So if your instinct is your case is going to be undersettled and you're going to be out of pocket, we must remember that personal injury, when you get compensation, it's not a windfall. No one wants to have a personal injury claim. Obviously, something horrific's happened. No amount of money is going to put you back in the right position as if the accident hadn't happened. But you want to make sure you've got the right amount. Think about the future for you, your family, how you're going to take care of things, especially on the high value stuff as well. So with us, up to an hour, perhaps even more, looking at the documents. If you were thinking about switching solicitors, we won't be contacting your present representative. That's not what we would do. It might be that they're doing a fantastic job, and often we have to say to our clients, everything seems perfectly in order. Just continue and just start asking some questions, build that relationship with your representative. And if you are someone who does want to switch solicitors and we can assist you, effectively we'd ask you to sign a form of authority, and then we would try and get a copy of your file and see what's going on and usually take it from there. Thank you for listening to my second Facebook Live. You got to see the wonderful New York-esque background behind me. You see the sort of high terraced houses, and I can see there to that side there's a bit of a noose, but I think it's probably something over. It's not a noose. So anyway, so thank you to John.
Hi.
That's bye from me. And if you've got any questions, email me, andrewg@truthlegal.com. Also, if it's not personal injury, the thing that you've got issues with your solicitor, perhaps email me as well. And there's lots of fantastic lawyers around the country that I'm sure I'll be able to try and introduce you to. So enjoy your Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and speak to you soon. Bye-bye.